Hey guys, it's Decker here. In today's video, we'll be reviewing the new limited Wallhack SP-004 Frenzy Sora. That is right, this is a new limited glass mousepad from Wallhack/Skypad. If you guys don't know, in the past they've done limited drops where they did like the shiny Yumi and some other versions of their glass mousepads. And what makes them different than the normal ones is that they're a limited quantity. For this one, there's 1,500 of them. And sometimes they have a cute anime waifu design, or they have some other designs. But you know, the anime ones are probably the most popular by far. And that's what we got here today. Now the price of this thing was $150. Well, technically it was like $149, but either way, it's not a bad price. My question is, how is actually the performance going to be compared to the normal SP-001, and what's the actual difference between the two? Because supposedly there's a difference with actually the design of it, the front and the back, and also the packaging in itself. So let's just jump right into this unboxing. Before we get into the unboxing, I just want to guys give you an idea on how big this package is. So you can see like it is pretty darn big. So let's get into the unboxing. I'm also trying something new where I use like a GoPro to kind of give you that first perspective idea. So if you are like liking this, let me know and I'll keep using it for other videos. But there we go, we have access to the box in itself. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a lot harder to beat. But you can see the packaging for this actual box is different. So I have both boxes right here. We have the original box, the SP-001, and we have the one for the Frenzy Sora. You can see there's already two differences. One is the actual packaging. The actual stickers on the top and bottom are actually matching the whole Sora theme. And same thing with this one where it's like white and black for actually SP-001, which is pretty nice to see. Now let's get into the fun part, which is the actual unboxing. All I have to do is cut the tape on the top here on both sides, which is pretty easier said than done. Nothing too hard with that, thankfully. With that though, we should get access to the box, no problem. If I pop it on both sides, you can see, here we go. The packaging on the interior is pretty much exactly the same as the other one. And here it is, the Frenzy Sora mousepad, which honestly looks so freaking good. Like, look at that. That looks absolutely fire. And if we pull it on out, we get access to a few things. First of all, here's how it looks on the first person perspective. Honestly, I think it looks really good. I can't wait to actually use it for myself. And if you were actually look at the back side of this thing, you'll notice that the padding is different. Instead of it being black, it's actually a nice red color, which is pretty cool with the Wallhack logo on both sides. The other thing you'll get is, of course, a little thing connecting to the network, which is their new thing they're going with the lore, and also a little package. If you open up this package, you will get access to probably just a sleeve, microfabric fob, or microfabric fob. I can't say it right for some reason. You also get a unique sticker for Wallhack. Well, actually, is it a sticker? I think it's a sticker. And also a one for the Frenzy Sora. Now they did do like a bundle, but I didn't buy the bundle because it was like $200, so I just won the mouse pad and that was about it. But that's what, of course, you get inside the little packaging that comes with it. Actually, there is another sticker right here. Another Wallhack one, but it's red this time. So you can see the Frenzy Sora is here. We got the normal SP-004 over here. And of course, pretty much the only difference between these two is one's black, one's got the print with the girl on it, and then the actual siding on the side is white, and on this side it's actually red, and then the logo on the back, not on the back, on the front here actually has the number. We got number 1277, which is pretty cool. And it actually has the name of the artist, which is pretty nice, and this is Wallhack for the logo with that kind of design. I really love the look of this one. Now, comparing it to the back though, of course we'll see the back side of this has got that gray matte padding on it, which gives a good grip, which is awesome. And on this one, instead of it being like gray color or like black, it's actually got a red color plus a trimming on the back here too, which is, you can see actually the detail. It's not perfectly even compared to like what it could be. It seems like there's a little bit more white on this end than on this end. And then the same thing with this one, but since it's black, it's kind of harder to notice the difference since that backside is white. But I kind of like it how the back sides are a different color that kind of represent that one special while the other isn't. So what we're gonna do next is a simple glide test comparing both of them. It doesn't particularly matter though, since it's the exact same actual glass mouse pad. However, I kind of want to see if the limited one with the print actually hinders it because of that reason. I don't really think that's the case though, comparing it to a normal one. The light amount of force, a bit more force than that. Then we're gonna do a heavy amount of force, which is pretty good. Now for the Frenzy Sora, we're gonna use the light amount of force. Not bad. We're gonna use a little bit more force than that. Pretty good. And then even more. I do feel like the sound of it, compared to these two, it's not as fast. I'm not entirely sure why that's the case. Maybe it's a slight incline I'm just not aware of, but it sounds slightly different. So here, we're just gonna do a simple sound test. Not bad. Now for this one. They sound pretty much exactly the same. So Maybe the only reason why they could be slower on that one's maybe there's a slight incline that I'm not aware of, but I'm not too entirely sure either. So the performance from both of them is pretty much exactly the same. What we're gonna do next is actually a gaming test with it. We're gonna start with Apex Legends, since it's more of an FPS shooter and actually doesn't require control, more focuses on your reaction time, your speed, and that's the good thing about Glass Mousepad. You'll actually get those benefits by using them like that. So that's what we're gonna be focused on. And then right after we'll try CSGO, which to test the control of this actual mousepad to see if it's actually like very good and reliable. So let's just lock in, pop off. The next thing we're gonna test now is CSGO. This is to control this mouse pad, especially with like the op and stuff to see how it actually does. With Apex Legends, it was really good. I actually really did enjoy it. I can't wait to try with X-Defy since I've been really enjoying that game, and I feel like it's gonna be perfect with it. Especially, I feel like this would be really good with the finals too. Either one, honestly, in all fairness, would be good. I will just say though, our death in X-Defy, not X-Defy, in TDM, not TDM, Gun and Run for that game was not particularly the best, to say the very least. Honestly, not feeling too bad. What? From where? No shot of the same guy. I was popping off for a second there. So far, it's feeling pretty good in CSGO. Actually hitting some pretty nasty shots with it too. You know, I whiffed the deagle most times around, so if I'm able to hit it with the deagle, it's off to a good start. That was unfortunate timing. You got the switch spawn. No! No! I was gonna duke on that guy. I'm actually enjoying CSGO way too much during my testing. I'm kind of just like having a good time with it and enjoying this. And of course, I got dualies, which are... Done. Mouse pad equals better aim? Question mark? It's like having a new skin. It's pay to win because like it just makes you better. You know what I'm saying? Kind of feeling like that right now. I'm not gonna lie. Feels pretty OP. Okay, I just whipped everything right there. Okay, either way, I will say CSGO, the Frenzy Sora is honestly really, really good. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more tougher to use, but honestly, pretty freaking good. Let's go over my final thoughts on the Frenzy Sora Glass Mousepad. Now, do I think it was worth spending my money on? That's a good question. First of all, if you were gonna buy a Glass Mousepad from Wallhack, the normal SP-004 would cost you $119 or $120 depending where you are. But of course, if you were to buy the limited one, it's actually $129. So it's like $10 more with a cool anime design or waifu. And honestly, I think it was definitely worth it. Now, if I already had a unique anime design, I would have probably just kept that one. But then again, I'm doing like these review videos and I really do like them. I might be getting an addiction in all fairness, then there might be a problem with it. And the cool thing about these Glass Mousepads, since there's a limited quantity of them, it makes it feel like it's got a lot more value. And so when you do sell it, if you ever do plan to, I probably won't, the value of it actually go up depending on the buyer, because if there's unlimited quantity, the more value it's going to get because of that actual volume, which is a nice opportunity to reinvest if you really want to do that. But for me personally, I'm not going to do that, but that's an idea you can always think about when you actually buy one of these Glass mouse pads. Now, the other thing with this is the performance. Do I feel like the performance between this one and SP-004 was any different? Not really. I feel like they're practically the same. Surprisingly, this one felt really good in CSGO, and I'm not entirely sure if it's just because it performs better, or it's because like buying a new skin in a game and you pop off that new skin, it's got that new skin vibes. I think the same thing with this glass mousepad. Just feels good, and I have no problems with that whatsoever. Now, design-wise, I think this is honestly one of the better designed glass mousepads. I love it when they do the black and white with the animator design, because the colors and stuff feel a bit distracting, and they don't usually match the setups that good, especially like if you want to go with a nice clean setup. Having a black and white theme design for anything usually matches way better in the long run. That really lands with this one. The only kind of annoying thing is the red. The red looks good on it though, and it's not really too intruding. So I like it, especially on the back side. I like how the back has red padding instead of like the gray padding, but you don't really see that in the first place, so it really isn't going to impact anything in the long run. So my honest opinion is, honestly, this mousepad was definitely worth the investment, even though like the shipping was like another like, oh, what is it, $20 or $21, so I had like spent $150. It was still perfectly good to get this glass mousepad, and honestly, I love it so freaking much, especially the waifu on it. I just know later they're releasing another version of the Yumi actual limited mousepad. If you guys do want to see a review video on that, then let me know by hitting that like button. If you guys do want to see more feature tech content, get subscribed, and until then, have a great rest of your day. Tech Grant out.